Imagine you was in a tight situation and you had to choose one person and your life depended upon it. Perhaps the other person's life depended on it as well. You was in a dilemma to choose your beautiful wife who you love dearly, or you had to choose your mother, the person who gave birth to you, the person who fed you since you was a little weeny little toddler. Who would you choose? What person would you save? How would you end up saving yourself? Or could that be possible? Ladies and gentlemen, many Dota fans throughout the international scenes are stuck in this situation. Many people do not know who to choose. Miracle, aka M God, or OG Ana, the Dota God. In this episode, Crystalis Chronicle will break down the differences between Miracle and OG Ana. I hope you guys like this story. This is a very juicy one, and I'm not really taking any sides, but I am giving you specific background stories of both and then comparing the two. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to get the best Dota content. So we begin with Miracle. Miracle's story stems back from the early OG days, where Notel finds him in the pub scene. Notel decides to take a risk by bringing him along to his team. He really wanted to build with Miracle, and he did. In fact, they won multiple majors right from the get-go. Miracle's stardom was only beginning. In fact, he had reached 9k MMR, the highest MMR rating while playing with OG. So Miracle, at that moment, had become a legendary, iconic figure. Everybody around the world was starting to talk about it. They would stream his gameplay. You would see on YouTube his highlights, how he would play Shadow Fiend non-stop, and people would learn and try to mimic his playstyle. Then Miracle started to show Invoker as his iconic hero. What made his Invoker different from every other Invoker out there, even Sumaya, was that how solid he played, how consistent he played, how well he played with his teammates. It really was completely different, unparalleled to any other player. Eventually, Miracle would have struggles with Team OG at TI6. Perhaps it was communication, and he would then get recruited by Kuroki and Team Liquid. And then the rise of the M God would begin. Ladies and gentlemen, Miracle would go down in history as one of the greatest carry players ever. He would switch from mid lane to position 1 and back and forth whenever he wanted, because he could do that. He was so flexible. He could play heroes like Terrorblade to Ember Spirit to Invoker to Sven. He could do anything. His versatility made him the best carry ever. However, how did he become M God? He officially became M God after he completed his lower bracket run at TI7. Miracle and Team Liquid would destroy everyone in the lower bracket and go to the main grand final. And against Team Newbie, Miracle would shine like no other star. He would be the brightest white star imaginable. He would take Team Liquid to heights they never could have imagined. Kuroki, who had lost with Team Na'Vi at TI3, was making his way back because of Miracle. Miracle carried Kuroki to the TI7 victory. Eventually, his final play on Juggernaut officially made Miracle the greatest player at that time. During 2017, he was regarded as the best Dota player ever. And officially at that moment, he became the M God, Miracle God. Now, M God would go on to do well. You see, in the last 3 years, in the last 3 internationals, 2017, Miracle won it. In 2018, Miracle placed 4th, TI8, and then in TI9, Miracle would place 2nd. So his consistency would remain intact. Nobody in the world is questioning Miracle. In fact, he remained to be as good or as dominant. Even some people argue that his technical skills is far superior than every other player out there. He is still considered and loved by everyone in the world.
Holding him, up they come once more. No Hex, no Instant Son of Babel, Omni Slash on top of Boogie. The Shrines are doing enough, and it is all a miracle show.
Get him! Or get center.
It needs to do some damage, but right now Newbie dropping like flies, and GG!
Holy shit!
Something to note here is that he always places very high in tournaments. You put Miracle in any team and they will do good. Miracle knows how to carry. However, there's someone else that we need to compare to, and that is OG Ana. So let's go into OG Ana's background story, his accomplishments, and what makes him so great. OG Ana is a kid from Australia. He started in the beginning playing for Invictus Gaming in the second tier team. However, he never got the spotlight until OG No-Tail decided to recruit him. You see, No-Tail believed in specific heroes, a specific style of carry roles, and he wanted to base entire on one carry player's play style. Before it was with Miracle, and then Miracle would leave OG, and Ana was forced to replace the M God. Now imagine you are in that situation. You are playing Dota, you're pretty much a novice, you just started playing professionally for the last 2 to 3 years, started at 2016, and you're told to replace Miracle, the M God. How would you feel? Could you do it? You think you would have the tenacity, the courage to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, Ana not only delivered, he outperformed in every way whatsoever. In the Kiev True Sight, we would see Ana shine and come out of his shell. He would gain confidence and slowly build momentum. He would eventually help Team OG win multiple majors and go on to win TI8, the International of 2018, and 2019. He would win back-to-back internationals, being their position 1 carry player. Now, OG Ana won so much, but let's go back a little bit real quick. In 2018, he won the international. He played super late heroes like Spectre, Phantom Lancer, Terrorblade, but something was missing still. He also played Ember Spirit, which was a flashy style hero. But one specific thing that put Ana over the top at that moment was when he played Phantom Lancer in a game number 4 against LGD Gaming in the grand finals. He anticipates a forceful defense. He knew that Team LGD was coming with everything they had, so he would sell his own items, the Ring of Aquila, to free up some gold. He freed up his gold while knowing his body is going to be sacrificed. He died in a specific scene, had enough money for a buyback. He knew that his buyback would be pivotal for the high ground defense. If he didn't have that buyback, Team OG would lose the grand finals and they would have been eliminated. Now, a secret part of OG Ana is going to be mentioned here, and I want you guys to pay attention to this.
I reckon Nathan's always been shy. I think that's how he gets away with being sneaky.
He never shows you his entire hand. He always has something hidden or up his sleeve. It allows him to have an advantage that you don't know. He never shows you his entire hand. He always has something hidden or up his sleeve. It allows him to have an advantage that you don't know.
You can notice that his sister is revealing something deep from within this Australian project that no one paid attention to. They said that Ana always has a secret weapon up his sleeve and he will never show it until the pivotal time, the most important time. And that's what he does. This idea, the fact that he has a secret weapon, something to pull out of the bag when no one expects it, that puts Ana in another level. This means that he has a nuclear weapon that you are not seeing. The whole game, you could think as a mid laner, you have the advantage, but you really don't. Ana is holding himself back and waiting for the perfect time to strike. That's OG Ana. Now, OG Ana has an introverted personality and a shy personality. He doesn't talk much. He stays more bottled within. However, his playstyle fits his personality perfectly. He does the same thing while playing Dota. He will reserve himself so much so you think he's a mediocre carry. But then, when he needs to flip the switch, the moment you need to take advantage, when you need to flip the game 180, that's what OG Ana does. He breaks the shell crack open and he comes out guns blazing.
They're going to head into the pit, OG. They're confident, ready with the counterplay, aren't they? Getting sprouted, Chalice looks to make a play, jumps in. There's only Edge Nova left alive.
I'm looking at Ember.
Now, in the International of 2019, Ana did something that we could never imagine. He would take a Io, aka Wisp hero, which is normally a support role hero, turn that support role into a carry position 1. A carry so devastating that he went undefeated with in the entire international. Ladies and gentlemen, OG Ana had a 3k MMR strat taken out in the grand finals of TI9. He would lead Team OG with his unique carry playstyle. Now, what OG Ana did is that he broke Dota. He literally broke it in half. Well, no one expected a hero like this to be so dominant in one scene, in one tournament. So Ana, unlike Miracle, became the Dota god. He's not an A god, he's not Ana god, he's not whatever letter god. There's so many gods out there, to be honest, especially with these Dota fans. They put everybody a god, this god, that god, this. But OG Ana is the Dota god. This is a superior title than every other predecessor out there. Ladies and gentlemen, Ana was the first one to be recognized by the world as the Dota god, the one that revolutionized the game, the one that broke the game, the one that changed how we feel about the game. He has done it. He has done it as a carry role position 1 player. Now, a lot of his success comes from the faith in his team. His team enabled him to be so great. However, Ana deep down knows he is good. He is so good that he can take a vacation, miss the whole year of Dota Pro scene, come back to the international and win it. Yes, he takes breaks all the time. He took a break after TI8, came back and won TI9. That shows how good he is. That shows how confident he is in himself. So now let's compare the two. Let us compare M God to the Dota God. As you watch this video, the purpose of this video is to blend the fans of the M God and the fans of the Dota God and come to a general agreement. I want you guys to see that both of these players are dynamic in their own way. They are very special players. Miracle is the versatile player, the consistent one. He will always do well in a tournament. No matter what situation, he will try to do the best. And he always does do very, very well. However, OG Ana is completely different. You see, OG Ana is a high risk, high reward type of player. He will play the biggest role he could. And if he wins, he wins. But if he loses, if he does bad, if he makes a bad decision, then the whole team will suffer just as bad. This example can be shown at the Grand Final Game 1 Liquid versus OG. Team OG had successfully made a comeback with Ana's Spectre late game. However, Ana decided to hold back his buyback. He wanted to use it at a very specific time so that the team could win it very convincingly. However, he held the buyback too late and Team Liquid would end the throne right in his face.
Control, trying to step forward, but Seb turns towards him. Seb pretty low on the mana, but he's got enough rainbows to bring mind control down to about 25% of his HP. To pop the BKB and Miracles, looking for the backlines again. These ghost forms are annoying him. The Dispel will be there. On to Notel, but he can't. Thompson's got the combo, the damage to kill him off. Mind controls him with a Ravage. They're trying their best to commit on top of Seb. Gush is out. Can they even kill off the Enchilo? They've tried their best on the High Ground Adder. He has been nullified. The damage output, it's enough. Again, this single target from Liquid. If they get it going, they can still kill the cause of OG, even the big old Spectre. As Liquid will hold his 3 buybacks they have to use. Is yet to consume the Aghanimus Blessing. Liquid trying to force out these buybacks. Ana, he's got to buy back. The tier 4s are being focused. They're not interested in Megas Liquid. They're just interested in ending the game.
Still holding on to it.
The first tier 4's down. Liquid, they're going to be able to get potentially another one out of this. Kuro falling low, turn with the Penitent. He's still alive off the back of this. Finally, the buyback comes out. The Ancient is exposed. The Ancient's going to watch the Ravage. They're just going to keep hitting. Liquid, they've done it.
Oh my god.
What an end to game 1. It looked like Liquid had it in the early game. It looked like they started to throw it away. It looked like OG.
It shows that he has abilities to make mistakes. It shows that his high risk also comes with high failure. But then next 3 games, he went all out. He went ham and his team decided to go ham with him. And it shows that his risk was actually the ultimate reason why Team OG was able to win. They would go on to win so convincingly, so dominantly that Miracle had no shot. Now, what puts OG Ana truly ahead of Miracle and every other carry is because he clashed at the finals. It was OG versus Liquid. OG Ana versus Miracle. head-to-head, carry versus carry, mano y mano, and whichever team would win would indicate that each carry's playstyle is the better one, the most dominant one. So Miracle's consistent playstyle was not good enough to go against Ana's risky style of play. That's the main difference, ladies and gentlemen. Ana to this day has used a support Io to become a ultimate carry role player. He made this hero so dominant that Miracle never attempted to do such a thing. He was able to take this highly risky playstyle and make it happen in the biggest stage, in the final game, game number 4, and dominate Team Liquid. This goes to show that OG Ana is the greatest carry player ever. But this doesn't mean that Miracle is so far behind. Miracle's playstyle is still top notch, and we shouldn't be surprised down the road if you see Miracle win many more majors and perhaps win another international as well. That's not going to be shocking. However, Ana, he has already done it. His risky playstyle is already in the history. He is the Dota god. He is the first one to lead Team OG, lead a team to back-to-back TI Finals championships. Now that's the difference. I hope you guys were able to learn something. I hope you guys were able to see the difference between Miracle and OG Ana. Both of these players are very different, yet same at the same time. They had to, pretty much play for the same leader, their same captain. And in a sense, they are kind of reflections of one another. But at the end of the day, the Dota god is the Dota god. He has broken Dota in half. And then you have the M god, Miracle god, the most beautiful invoker player ever. Me, personally, I don't have any preferences, to be honest. I like both of these players. They both bring a different dimension to the game of Dota. And as we continue to watch more, we can only appreciate both of these legendary players. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. What do you guys think? Who do you like the most? Or perhaps impacted you more significantly? Was it the M god or the Dota god? Leave a comment below and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more beautiful Dota content. Until next time, I'm out, guys.